So this video starts off with some basic drills that me and my son do each and every day. Just keep working on the basics to get better. And I've definitely seen a lot of improvement in my son's ball handling. Just being very consistent on some basic things. So we don't try to add a whole bunch of flair, a whole bunch of flash to it. Just basic things that I know he needs to get better at. And we try to work on those things every day that we practice. Now here you're going to see we're doing basic between the leg dribbles. Apologize for that. And when we get done with the between the leg dribbles, I let him go through one time very slowly, and the second time we want to speed it up. Here you're going to see he's executing behind the back dribbles while trying to keep his head up. Just a reminder, just probably 4 months ago, he couldn't dribble behind his back like this. So he's put in a lot of work to progress to this level. And the first time through, like I said, I let him go at his own pace. And then the second time through, I kind of push and guide him. One thing I also try to do during our workouts is to encourage him to make mistakes. If you actually go hard, you're going to mess up. And guess what? Messing up is okay. When you mess up, that shows me that you're at least going hard, you're trying hard, you're either doing something new that you haven't done before, or you're trying to go at a speed that you haven't executed before. So I encourage him to make mistakes. Here we're working on using his legs into his shot. One thing we've got to get better at is not only holding our form, but also using our legs in our jump shot. So I learned this drill from a good friend of mine from high school that develops players in the DMV area. So we now incorporate this into all of our sessions. So fast forward, we've done all our chair drills, which we've executed at both blocks and in front of the goal. And now we're going through our setup of shooting and holding our form. So what I also have him do here is he has to make at least 15 from the block. Then we step back 2 steps and we hit another 15. So he has 30 from each side and then switches sides. Here we concentrate on holding our form, making sure our guide hand is held properly, making sure our form hand is also held. Now, it's taken me a long time to get him to this point, and I probably overstressed this to him in regards to holding his form. I had somebody walk into the gym the other day while we were working out, and it was like, he has a beautiful form. But what they don't realize is we put a lot of work into crafting this form. And by no means is it perfect, but my whole goal is to make sure he has good shooting form, and I will not allow him to shoot from deep if he cannot hold his form. So he doesn't really like that, but hey, I'm the coach. I'm the trainer. As you can see right here, we fast forward through this because I know it's just a lot of form shooting. Hopefully your young athlete will like what they see and try to mimic this, but in this particular movement, he has stepped back 2 steps, and he's shooting his form shots from the yellow line. So he took a couple steps back from the block, and now he's at the yellow line shooting his jump shots. He is using his legs a little bit, but more importantly, we're using legs and holding the form. In these reps, he's actually doing a really good job of making a lot of the shots. I don't really stress too much on the makes. I know the makes will come as long as he holds his form. Now, as of late, he's been turning his feet away from the goal. I've always taught him to have his feet toward the goal, but I've noticed several really good shooters who have their feet pointed in various directions, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Right now, I just want to make sure he's comfortable in getting his shot up. Yes, I do believe details matter. But I also believe there's not one perfect form for all good shooters. There's a lot of great shooters out there that shoot differently. Even between Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, they have 2 very different forms. Now, when we get to the top or straight up, I always have him take a couple more steps back, right inside the free throw line, and he gets his shots up. Versus just taking 2 steps back. So I just want to kind of show you guys what we're actually doing in this particular drill. As you can see, as the camera is straight on, he's getting a little bit lazy where his arm is going over, crossing his body. We are working to try to get that out of his form. So my idea right now is to, teach him proper techniques. We work a lot, but I also want to make sure he has fun. And I also remember he's only 8 years old, so he's not going to be perfect at this age. Right now, we are working on catching and shooting. Catching and shooting, being ready to catch and shoot the ball. Here we're putting the emphasis on being ready to shoot when the ball is delivered to you. Getting down in your stance, catching the ball, and going straight up into your shot. We are trying to eliminate extra motion in our drill. again, when we go to these spots, I'm having him hit 15 shots before we advance to the next spot. And for the purpose of this video, we are concentrating on his form, using his legs, holding his form. Repetition, repetition, repetition. And more repetition. We do the same thing over and over and over and over. And slowly we build on these core things. Although he's hitting some shots right now, just going back and watching this video, I didn't realize how bad his feet were when he is actually releasing the ball. So that's something that we have to look to correct on this. I always think it's a good idea to record your kid at some level so that you can kind of see what's actually going. Oftentimes it's just me and him in the gym. And that actually wraps up our workout for today. And we're about to head back out to the car and get in this cold. But we appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this video.